Hey, attention crypto gossipators, things are about to get interesting. Remember, not financial advice.
Hey guys, what is up? Hope everyone is doing well. Hope everyone's having an amazing day because I am as usual. And ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. So, we are in a beautiful, powerful time, open to serious magic and life-changing returns. And ladies and gentlemen, I am referring to Bone. Now, Bone obviously is going to be pumping like no tomorrow because of its utility, its use case. The beauty behind it will be driving it up, followed by also, everything that Shibarium is going to give it because they come together. As you know, Shibarium, Bone, basically both are a catalyst for each other. But there is something else that has recently happened. I looked at it and I thought, well, this is pretty cool. But is it enough? Is it really enough? I mean, it looks like a lot of money, but is it enough for Bone? And that, ladies and gentlemen, are the burns, right? So let me just look at the headline here with you guys. Shiba Inu burns 13.4 billion Shib, 19.5k Bone, and 28.7 LEASH. Now, guys, 19.5k Bone, in my opinion, is a good quantity, right? It's a good bag. So this is what I would expect some of you to have, at least that, because you're going to be making some crazy returns. But when you burn that, does that really make a big difference in the price? Is it really that impactful? Look, right now we've got about 160 million of Bone in circulating supply. When you take away 19.5k, is it going to make any difference? Well, ladies and gentlemen, I'll be honest with you. I'm a big supporter of Bone, but if burning, with the intention of moving the price, this is nothing, absolutely nothing. I mean, look, even if you burn 1 million of Bone, that's not even 1%. And with just taking away 1%, you're not going to really move the price, are you? So let's see what the article has to say here about the Bone situation, LEASH, and let's see what this, evidence actually has here from ragnarshib.eth. So it says the team also burned other Shiba Inu ecosystem tokens like LEASH and Bone in its latest burn campaign. Ragnar Shib, an official admin of the Shibarium Telegram group, disclosed that 19.5 Bone worth 23.6 thousand, 28.75 LEASH worth about 21,000 were destroyed earlier today. Great. So we have these, amounts of money. But when you look at it like, at a scale where there's thousands and thousands of holders, this money is really nothing. I mean, really very, very little. So I'm kind of like just making this video to show you guys that in order for burns to really have some sort of impact, they need to be big. They need to be considerable. Because at the end of the day, even though Bone supply isn't that high and large, it still is there, right? It's still in the millions. So it would take more. And for those of you that think, well, this is like amazing for the price, no, it's not that amazing for the price itself. Psychologically, morally, emotionally, and all that, yeah, it's great. It really does, kind of build that first stepping block. If we can have a bigger burn, it would have more of an impact. And, if Bone is prepared to be burnt, then remember, it's going to reduce its supply. Demand's going to kick in like crazy when the bull run comes in and the price is going to grow. But really, the burn would have to be much bigger. I don't know if they're prepared to create any bigger burns. It's all about Shib being burnt. But as you know, the devs are getting paid in Bone, and if Bone's price doesn't go up, I guess they're going to have to resort to some, serious burning. Obviously, I know it's going to go up, a Bone's price for sure. The only question is how much do we want it to go up? So, for some people, Bone going to $10 is not satisfying enough. They need $100. So if the dev team thinks that way, then maybe then we could see some burns of Bones to push the price up. But I do believe that they're going to be doing everything to also get a good buck out of it, a good, bag out of it. So it's almost like it just can't fail because the devs themselves have this power over it. And if you're holding bone, you're pretty much holding what the devs are holding, and they have control of it. I don't know if that makes any sense to you guys, but hopefully that kind of gets into your heads that we're on the same page with the devs. So it is in their best interest, right, to make bone grow. And if it doesn't, they're not really getting paid, are they? And they've put in a lot of work, I imagine. They've put in a lot of heart into it, a lot of emotions, a lot of things went into this. So they got to make the most out of it. And we've got obviously Ragnar Shib here saying there were 4 transactions for burns and a dead wallet, 2 transactions for burning Shib, 1 transaction for burning Leash, and 1 more for burning bone. And you have all the evidence here, guys. I'll click on it in a second. And then here, guys, if you remember on the 13th edition of Shib magazine, that would use, it said that it would use 10 out of 50% of Shiboshi proceedings to burn Shiba Inu ecosystem tokens, 6% for Shib, 1% for bone, 1% for leash, 2% for treat, and she. So again, you know, there's an emphasis on bones burns. Now, are they enough as of now? I don't think so. Is that a good idea, bad idea? I mean, look, at the end of the day, we're trying to make this price grow. So, of course, it reduces the supply. I mean, any bone holder would tell you that. So, you got to think outside the box. That there's so much around bone as of now. It really is an interesting, you know, plan and an interesting route. But that is for the future. I think with its utility, its use case, its volume, its demand, and everything kicking in, it's going to be enough to push the price up like no tomorrow. And if you go on Twitter, guys, don't forget to follow Gossipator on Twitter. You know, I'm being very, very active there. It's all for you guys. Lots of interesting info. Really, you know, follow, because otherwise you're going to be missing out some good info. So here it is, guys. 4 transactions, all found, and the Shiba Inu deployer too. And you have the value here. So interesting stuff. In regards to Leash, a lot of you ask me about Leash. Look, I'll be honest with you. Leash is like in the trifecta, like the 3rd one. I think whatever happens to Bone and Shiba Inu, Leash just follows. Simple as that. There's no need for me to just kind of, you know, really pump Leash up as well for all of you. Remember, supply is very low for Leash, and Leash just tends to follow very well and makes the money. It just performs. It performs very, very well. Although it is forgotten about, but it will do its job. Simple as that. So, guys, please, you know, stay focused, be patient, understand that supply here is quite low, and if, you know, it's needed, then more burns will be happening. And also, don't freak out if you see a value like this being burned and you expect it to go to $10. It's not going to happen, because mathematically it just doesn't make any sense. Mathematically. And you have to look at the mathematics behind it, the numbers. When you have millions and millions and you're taking away 20,000 bone, it's not going to do too much, is it? So if you have any thoughts in regards to everything that I have just said, leave it down below in the comment section. How you guys feel about burns? Do you think we should get more burns in the future? Do you think burns are the solution for bones price? Or do you think we should just leave it at the utility and use case? So let me know down below. Also, don't forget to subscribe, turn that notifications bell on. And as usual, guys, big thank you to everyone. I appreciate all the support. And I'll see you in the next video. Peace out.